Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Hagenstedt map. Let's get back to reliving the glory days. Let's just straighten it out a little bit and bring you up through there. That's looking good in the sunshine. I do love this colour. I really do love the colour. I'm curious if you all think that, because I do think that I'm going to try and get a fleet of 3 Valtras to start off with. But I'm curious if you all think that I should go with the same colour Valtras and have a matching fleet. Or if I should do each of the 3 Valtras different colours. What do you think? Get in the comment section and tell me what is your views and opinions on the colour of our tractors. Should we have 3 different coloured tractors, or should we have all identical tractors? Personally, I'm leaning towards different coloured ones. I don't know what colour I will have the other 2. I like all black, but if I do go for all black, I will almost definitely go for yellow wheels with it, just because. No particular reason, just because. So while you tip out there a second, I want to go over here and just remind myself of the prices that are going to be involved here. We've got 80,000 for that little plot of land there, and that is 159,000 for the cattle yard, and I already have the money for one of them, but not both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy field 35. Buy, yes. And I'm just going to switch into this mode. So it's 6,500 euros for selling that. That's insane. That is genuinely insane. Start landscaping, and I'm going to whiz over to our cattle yard, which is through here. Here it is. Right, we own that field. I'm going to plow that up and get rid of it. This is generally something that we could use for building a shed. We've got the road over there, and then we've got various collection things down here. That looks like we've got an inbuilt milk collection service right there, which we don't need to worry about. And we've got water collection right in there. That's built into the game as well. That's fantastic. I don't know what the PTO bit is on there. I know that with the real life ones, you hook the tractor up and that's what you use them for. And we got feeding here. We've got animal purchase right there. And then we've got a little... Oh, no, that's not a bunker. We haven't got a silage bunker. There used to be a silage bunker right there. That's for manure storage, and that's for liquid manure storage in there. So slurry, sorry. There's slurry manure over here. That is a food trough that you can use, but I don't know if it will actually let us use it in this version. It did in the previous one. And we got that bit right there. There is an animal clean mod. I don't know if I've actually got it active. I like the look of this. Looking around here, there isn't any roads that we want to plow up. We'll extend this out. We'll plow this out to this bit over here. But I don't want to plow up this road, because I want the access up to the top. And I'm also not wanting to plow this up because we don't have a placeable silage bunker down here. We've either got to dig a little bit out and put a small silage bunker here, or we're putting our silage bunker over this side. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that yet. So we're not going to get involved with doing too much up here. We're going to leave it. We need to get a little bit more money. That's got to be our first and foremost and most important thing to go and do. Before we do too much, let's just go and see how you're doing. And you actually seem to be doing what you're supposed to be doing for once. I'm pleasantly surprised. He's doing what he's told. You don't shut off automatically. You do. The time we step away from the Valtra, he shuts off automatically, but the truck over there, that one doesn't. That one just stays pouring out as many diesel fumes as it possibly can. Am I going to be able to get all of the straw left in this field? once we have picked up the straw that is left in this field, let's start that up there. Does anybody want me to do a bit of forestry? Like, there is that bit of forestry there that we'll be able to buy. We've got that straw that is now going to be stuck on the side of that road forever until we buy that piece of land. We can't go and pick it up until we own the land, unfortunately. I could buy it, and we could go and cut a few trees down. I know I've done tree felling in other series to quite a massive extent, to be honest. But I could do a little bit. We could end up buying that little piece of land, and we could do a bit of forestry just for a little bit of something extra. I know that forestry definitely wasn't a thing in FS13, and this is kind of like I'm reliving those days, but as so many of you have said, don't just play the FS13 version of the game. Do the stuff that we wanted to do back in FS13, but we couldn't do, which, you know, involved bigger loans and cutting the trees out of the corners of the fields. That's the two biggest things for me, is being able to get them. Am I going to be able to get all of this? I'm not. There's a little tiny bit left. Just a little tiny smidgen left. I will come and get that, because that's a little bit too big of a chunk to go and leave behind. While this one is emptying out on this load, we're going to go and get the Starer, and we're going to bring that one back down to the yard, and we're going to hook it into one of the seed drills. We're going to get started planting our barley. So that's going to go into there. I'm going to have this bad boy right here, and reverse back down out of here like that. That rake is just about finished. I'm curious if he's going to... I don't think he's quite going to reach across 2 rows there. We're going to want to keep a very close eye on that rake, because I need to stop him when he gets to the end of this pass that he's doing right now. We'll let him go and do this one more pass, and then we do actually need to stop him. We've got 6,490 euros. What are we getting for straw at the moment? I haven't actually looked at the price of the stuff. Straw right here from Edge Black Baler's Barn is 123. The best price that we've seen for straw is 162. So it's not a particularly grand price, but we're making a nice bit of money out of it. Let's just put the cover over on that one, and I'm going to put this one away in the shed over there on the other side of that plough. I will... Actually, we'll go and get that now. I'll put that away. I'm going to back that one right in there now, and then we'll worry about doing something else with it in a minute. That way that tractor's ready to go. And then I can go and check on that Fendt. Right, we'll put you in over there like that, and then we'll go... Oh, okay, he turned around before I was quite ready. That shouldn't be a problem, because we own the outside edge there. It's only a problem down on our farm, because we don't own the forestry bit. So literally where it's gone and dumped it on the other one, that's the only place that it could ever actually be a problem. And you're wanting to turn around and go and do the same field all over again, which I just don't understand this habit. Why do you have to keep doing that? It's such a weird and bizarre thing to go and do. I don't want you to do that. You need to stop doing that nonsense. We'll bring you all the way down here. Actually, I'm not going to bring you all the way back to the yard yet, because there's little point in getting a second drill on at the moment. So we're just going to park you on the side of the field over there, and you're going to stop. Then I'm going to go to you, and we're going to run out, and we're going to go and get the last little bit of straw in the big fields. Ooh, I know what I could do. I do want to go and get the last little bit of straw in the big field, but before I do that, I'm going to get the Starer over here. Stayer, sorry, not the Starer, the Stayer. And I'm going to hook on one of the seed drills, which does make sense, considering that's what we're doing next. Bit of drilling. We'll make sure that we got barley selected. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because I know I'm going to go and forget otherwise. That one's on barley, and then I'm going to change over, and I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to also put this one on barley. on there, like that, and change that. So that one's on barley. So I haven't forgotten. And we will do the upgrades to the 8-meter drills later, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to leave these as 6-meter drills for now. I'm going to bring you out this way. And what I'm thinking of doing with this is having the AI vehicle extension do this field. It'll do a little bit. So I will start off first. I will come out and I will go round this field manually once. Planting barley. And I think I only need to do once around, and then the AI extension should be okay to go and do the rest of it. Just to finish off this field. There is one bit that I will need to do myself. So I'll bring you up there like that. And then I'll turn you round. And I just need to get back down to that corner and then start the second pass on the field, because it's not quite going to be able to do it itself. And possibly it may get stuck up in this corner as well, but I don't think it will. I think he's actually alright up in this corner. Because then we've got, like, he's started off, and we can just kind of leave it to carry on and do what it needs to do. See, there, it'd come up to there, but I think the AI extension would have stopped there anyway before he went and turned round. And so all I got to do is just hope that reversing up to that corner, it will actually plant the whole thing. It may not, I don't really know. So let me back right up there like that. That's as far as I can go. Start you like that, and it's left a little tiny bit there, which bugs me. I don't want it being left, so I'm going to go and get that little bit. I can reach it with the combines. We've done that. Let's get up here. I keep saying we're going to get rid of this little bit, but it's at the moment it's giving us money, and seems to give us enough money to make all this fiddling around worthwhile. There. Let's get that bit out. And now I bring you back over this side, and then I want to make sure that we've got the hired help working properly on this. So I'll bring you over there like that, and I will stop you there. Right. I'm just going to lower it into the ground and start it up. And then I go H like this. There. I think that is... No, I want it to go that way. There, I think that's right. AI vehicle extension. Off you go. You'll find your corners. You'll run on round the field. And you shouldn't need to bother me with any of it while I go and work on the rest of it. The only problem we've got with this drill is the width on it is slightly wrong. It's slightly miscalculated. There's only a little tiny bit of an error on it. But we did have that, like, when we were planting up this field over here. And that one. I don't think it was much of an issue with the one at the top. Either of the ones at the top. But there was a slight problem with it. Right, I will get that bit. I won't worry about the other bit. And then we'll go up here and we'll get this. And then we can start working on the next field. And that will free up, we've got fields available then. We can get more planting underway. You know, if I'm going to drive at speed and go into it, it would help if I actually turned the machine on when I reached the patch of straw that I was attempting to pick up really quickly as I drove over, like that. See? There. See, I wasn't really going to bother with those, but we'll bother with a couple of them. And we've got this little tiny thin old run down through here that we will quickly get out of the way. I could go and get the Fendt now and put that on the second drill. Put that going around this big field here. If I just had the AI extension again, have that going around the outside edge of the field a few times, I wouldn't need to be worrying about the hired help doing any of it at all. I could just, like the standard hired help, I just let it carry on and do whatever it wants to do. Might do that, actually. Right, I'll bring you over that way, and then swing you in through there like that. Just get that little tiny bit. And then we'll swing up through here. And ideal. Right. We will take our run up through here now, nice and steady. I will fill this one all the way up, and then I think while it's emptying, we will go and get the Fendt, hook that one onto the next seed drill, and set that going in the biggest fields. And I'm going to attempt it with the AI vehicle extension. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be all that compatible with it, but it might be. And that might is enough for me. That's enough. As long as we got it might be, we can at least set it running. And then I can ignore it while it goes on round the field a few times, and we carry on picking up straw and selling it and making our absolute fortune. We're not going to be able to buy the cattle yard just yet. Not that it matters, because we wouldn't be able to buy any cows anyway. So you keep going there, and let's get this one. Slowly creeping on down the hill there, isn't he? Yeah, because we still need to buy cows, and those things are a tad expensive. Plus, once we've done the planting here, I'm not fast-forwarding any time yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the plow. We're going to head up to that little tiny field that we've got there, and we will plow up the whole field. So plow up the crop that's there, and we get a planter up there, and we will plant a field full of grass up there. It's going to be a grass field. We may well end up putting something up there like greenhouses or something a bit later. I don't know, though. The problem with greenhouses is you've got to fill them up with manure so frequently. It's time-consuming, and it gets tedious after a while. So we've just had another little injection of cash. So yeah, I may not actually do that with the greenhouses. I might just leave that field as grass, and we will harvest it every single time. I don't yet know. And we'll bring you over this way, and I will start you heading up in that direction right there. Let's go hired help like that. Lower you down there and set you off. Right, it's going to measure out the field, and then he's away. Hopefully, if all goes well, she in there, young lady, who is now our employee, our prisoner. I mean employee, yeah. Yeah, she will do an absolutely wonderful job, and we won't have to fire her. Right. You over this side. You're doing a pretty wonderful job. You're missing bits on the corners, though, but I think that's to do with the width of the machine, like where it's saying that the hired help has got a width of the machine. Possibly. I don't quite know. Anyway, let's just ignore that. What about you up here? Doesn't slow down for corners, does it? I'm ignoring that. I'm going to let it carry on. I want to get on with this one, and I want to carry on and pick up more of the straw. I'm going to go right over to the other end of the field, and I'm going to grab that little bit. Get that right there and go whizzing all the way up through. I'm kind of thinking that if I'm going to go and... well, I suppose actually, I'm only going to be ploughing up the outside edges of the other field. If I was... I can do it with a direct drill. I can direct drill straight into the crop, even though it's growing. Because we've got a root crop up there. I think it's sugar beet that's in there at the moment, isn't it? We can ignore the fact that we got the sugar beet growing up there. And the direct drill will just drill the grass straight in over the top of that without any issues whatsoever. So we'll just attempt to do that, I think. I don't have to worry about ploughing all of the field, only the outside edges that I want to enlarge a little bit. Yeah. Definitely don't want to... I'm thinking of the road up there, where... Is there any part of that road that we potentially could plough out? in order to make our land just like a little bit bigger, make it a little bit more productive, something like that. And I gotta be honest, I think the answer is no. I don't think we can because of reasons. Start landscaping. If we're picking up the milk here, we don't have a road that comes around this side, which we could then use for alternative instead of going along here. So that one we kind of want to move. If we put a silage bunker over here, grass, I'll generally have grass fields up the top, but I also have grass fields out this way. And so we're going to be wanting to use that track a lot. So this road up through here we use a lot, especially if we got a bunker here. I mean, if we've got a bunker over this side, then really we'd want to make a new road out here so that we can have the bunker like tucked into this corner here somewhere, and then we can like we'll construct a wider road coming out there, and then it comes through, and then we'll either want to come back up through this way, maybe just enlarge that slightly and plow up towards the end there a bit. But again, I don't think that's really feasible. So this one here stays as it is. We're not going to get rid of these roads. What I want to do now, though, is if I just come out of that, actually... Well, have a look at the bunker next time round. We won't do it just for a minute. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take this one back over and we're going to go and get a bit more of this. Before I do that, I want you... hired help over here, and I'm going to use standard AI just to finish off that little bit. There is one little piece over here that I just want to grab like that, and then I'm going to do the standard AI coming from this side, bring you over there like that. There is another bit there, I think. I don't know if that's actually a bit or if it's a tire track. I don't know. I think it may have just been a tire track. Anyway, put you here like this. Now, go in there and switch off the AI vehicle extension. Put you down and start you up, and away you go. So that is just going to finish off the little tiny bit of the field that is left to do in there. You over this side, you are on your second time round the field now, and... doing a rather magnificent job. So we'll let you do 2 complete circuits. I think that should be enough then to allow us to like finish off everything else. While that's going on, we will take this one over and we'll load up another load of straw. I'll start from this end right here. Take that one, and then I can go up to the other. Actually, I don't know if we'd even... can we do like another half? I don't think I did. I think I went all the way up to the other end, and then I go about halfway back across the field, and that was it. That was everything that I could take. I do want one of these with a bigger capacity. We've got bales. We can go and do bales eventually, and there is a mod that we've got. I think I've actually got the variable bale capacity that increases the capacity of every single bale. Now, I actually doubled that up on my realistic series to an 8,000 litre bale rather than the 4,000 litre bale, just because it was convenient and worked out very, very nicely for us. But I'm kind of thinking that for this series, we don't want to be limited like that. I feel that that would be holding us back quite a bit. I did say I wasn't going to bother with these bits, and here I am bothering. Yeah, I don't think that we should be holding ourselves back like that. I think that we should have at least 12,000 litre bales, maybe more. If we can get 20,000 litre bales, that would be absolutely fantastic. It'd be a lot easier to do everything with 20,000 litre bales. Right, we have like 6 bales in a field instead of 20 bales in a field. That would... yeah, I know that's not quite the same conversion, not quite the right conversion rate, is it? Anyway, what is it? 6 bales in a field at 20,000 litres. It's 30 bales, not 20. So instead of 30 bales, we would have 6 bales in the field, right? I think that'd be absolutely brilliant. 20,000 litres for each one. That's 5 the equivalent of 5 bales in each, and so yeah, 6 instead of 30. Right, we could do that. I could absolutely do that. We would be able to clear the entire property in no time at all, and it'd be nice and easy to go and sell the bales as well. It would be quick and easy. It would be quick and fast. That's what quack is, quick and fast. It would definitely be a better option. I need to actually turn that one off. 5,400 there, and I've got another field available. Where is that tractor? Where is that tractor? You're finished. Where is this one? Right, I'm just going to turn off the hired help on here a second. I'm going to bring you over this way. Like this. I'm going to bring you to that point right there. I'm then going to do this and turn that to normal. Start that one up, and we're going to do a pass along this bottom end. And then I'm going to set the hired help going up and down there in a straight line. And I'm going to get the stayer out, and we're going to set that one going around that field right there in front of us. And then, while that's underway, we will take the Valtra up and we will start gathering up straw up in the top fields up there. So this one, I want to kind of overlap it a bit, because I'm not quite sure how far out the hired help went up the other end. So I'll just put an overlap like that. Start that one to there, and away you go with a whoosh. Fantastic. Now we can switch over to you. Oh, no, wait. This one first. Switch over to you. We will put the hired help going again. There is one little tiny bit missing right there. Let's get that. There we go. Right. We can go back over to this one here. I will go hired help like that and just turn on the AI vehicle extension. Bring you over here, and in theory, he should be fine to figure his own way out around the field. So we'll drop you down there like that. And off he goes. I'm hoping that he will get to the end of the field over here and be able to cope with this corner. This corner is probably going to be the most challenging part of the field because of how steep we've got it right there, just on that little bit of bank. But he will do just fine. There. Alright. Wait, you haven't finished, have you? Nope. Nope, he hasn't finished. And you haven't finished either. Okay, let's go. I'll leave that one to figure out what he's doing there. He can have a couple passes around the field, which is about the time that will take us to go and pick this lot up. And then we can jump back through and have another look. There was another thing that I was going to do. Oh, the price of a silage bunker. We want to have a look and see how much a silage bunker is going to end up costing us. We'll run this, we'll fill this one up, and when he's emptying the next time round, we will take a look at silage bunker prices and also the size and see where it fits. We don't need the big, like double silage bunkers, anything like that. We're not going to be going in for it in that grand a scale. We're going to want the smaller one. Somebody did say don't bother getting the straw, the hay machine, not the hay machine, the hay storage, the hay dryer thing. The base game one, because it's simply not worth it. Well, unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. And for those of you wondering, the paid promotion notification that came up at the beginning of the video is because in the description down below you will find a link to Fanatical. I have an affiliation with them. If you use that link, I will earn a small commission on anything that you choose to purchase. But that is all we have got time for, so if you have enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well, that would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, this is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.